My name is Rui Carmo, and I'm the store manager of Naples Vapor. I am a former smoker of about 9 years. I was smoking probably just under a half a pack a day. I haven't smoked in about 10 months, almost 11. Vaping is the alternative to smoking, a healthier, cheaper alternative. Well, really, every electronic cigarette works on this premise where this piece right here is the battery. And then you have your tank. This is the piece that you recharge every night, and this is the tank that you pour your liquid into. There's upgrades of all this, but this is just the base. There's a feature on the battery to turn it on because it's brand new. 5 times fast turns the battery on. You can also lock the battery by pressing it 5 times fast. Now this is a disposable tank. After about 2 weeks of use, you throw this tank out and purchase another one. You're going to unscrew the mouthpiece. Each one of these bottles is equivalent to about 3 to 4 packs of cigarettes, and they will last between 5 and 7 days on average. You're going to avoid the little hole that's on the middle here. That's where all the action's happening, so you don't want to get liquid inside that hole. You just drip it at a 45-degree angle. Right down the side. Let it drip down. Once you fill up this tank, that's about a half a pack of cigarettes worth, but it usually lasts someone about a day. Pop the mouthpiece on, screw the tank to the battery. In the beginning, it was a little difficult for me to make the transition right into vaping, but once I established the right nicotine strength and the right flavor, it was easy for me to stop smoking and just vape. The liquids come in 6 different strengths. You can actually have 0 nicotine. There are a lot of people that just like the hand-to-mouth motion and seeing the vapor. You can get very minimal, which is 6 milligrams, 12 milligrams, which is really 1.2 milligrams, that's medium, 1.8, 2.4, and then 3.6 milligrams for anyone smoking 2 packs and above per day. People should consider a lot when purchasing an electronic cigarette. Most importantly, you want to make sure that you actually almost love the flavor that you're choosing. You want to make sure you get the right strength. You want to make sure you set out the right money per week for vaping. What sets us apart from other companies is our customer service, first and foremost. We have a really large setting that we have inside the store, so there's plenty of room for you to try. Sit down, take your time. We have a nice bar that you can sit down and try the different liquids. Take your time, make sure you actually love it. We have a lot of different flavors of liquids, which we've heard are the best in the area. But our customer service probably sets us apart, head and shoulders above the rest. Right now, since we want to keep the highest quality liquids, if we have a liquid in and it's not selling or it's not great and we don't get good feedback, we'll just get rid of it and introduce something better. So right now, we try to keep a rotation of about 100 to 120 high-quality liquids, and that's ever-changing. So we might get a new flavor in, oh, it's good, keep that one, or we're ever-expanding, but right now it's between 100 and 120. Usually in the beginning, starter kits are a big thing. You want to just get into vaping. Once you're actually into vaping, then you can progress into bigger and better mods, or if they're adjustable voltage batteries, but number one, the most important thing is just get yourself a starter kit. Start off with something good, get yourself off the cigarettes completely, and then you just graduate onto bigger and better things. So far, there hasn't been any side effects. The biggest side effect that I've noticed since vaping is simply just a dry throat. There hasn't been any side effects that have been named or mentioned from the FDA or others. So right now, there are no drawbacks whatsoever. There's roughly 2,000 chemicals before you light the cigarette. There's 4,000 chemicals after you light a cigarette that are hurting you on a day-to-day basis. And I could tell within weeks from switching to vaping, just the weight that was just off me. Overall, just quality of life just improves. Doctors will tell you anything that you can do to stop smoking is a health benefit. On average, someone smoking a pack a day saves between $4,000 and $7,000 a year. To put that in perspective, if someone's spending, in Florida they're about $6 a pack, $6 a day, someone can get a bottle of liquid that will last them about a week for $6. Since I first started vaping, it has definitely grown in popularity. Right now it's slated to be almost a $2 billion business, and within the next 3 years it's up to $7 billion is what they project. Vaping is allowed almost everywhere. I haven't been told, and I have a huge apparatus, and I haven't been told anywhere that I had to put it away or that I couldn't use it. I do encounter the problem of the size aspect of electronic cigarettes, but really what I tell people is you're sacrificing how it looks for how it feels. Not how it feels in your hand, but how it feels in your throat and when you're inhaling and exhaling. The smaller ones and disposable ones really don't even save you any money in the long run. The larger ones with liquid and a button, it just simulates a cigarette a lot better. It'd be a long time before vaping is completely replaces cigarettes, only because there's just so many people that are still smoking, and the tobacco companies really have a grip on the economy. But it's plausible. It could happen. My favorite part of working here is just being involved in this growing industry in the beginning. Learning with the customers every day. I'm learning through their reactions every day. I mean, I'm learning something new about the electronic cigarette. Just interacting with people day to day, and when they leave and they come back and they say, "Hey, I haven't smoked in 19 days." Then 2 months down the line, they're like, "Hey, man, I haven't smoked in 80 days, man. Thanks a lot." It makes you feel good. You're not only just selling them a dream, you're actually selling them, the idea that they can be healthier. A lot goes into it. The advice that I mostly give is that it's 90% you. You got to want to stop smoking. The rest of the 10% is the product. And I was a smoker myself. I'm not just selling you a product. I have quit smoking. You won't see me ever smoking a cigarette.